Yeah, the funny thing to me is what I call the biggies. I mean, there are some things in my mind, that I've seen, and once I saw it, I just let go of it. Just, oh, I get it, I'm wrong. I let go of it. But there were other things that were more a part of my thought system, deeper in my thought system, that even as I started to see the error in my mind, I didn't let go of it. And do you know what gift every single time, without fail, what gift came that finally led me to let go of it? Was pain. Pain. When I was just suffering so much. And you know what? I think I'm lucky. I think I might have a lower pain threshold for some. I think some maybe actually have to suffer more than I do. But when it was as much pain as I could handle, and I just couldn't take the pain anymore, then I would finally let go of the idea. And it's ridiculous, the ideas that I was clinging to. Okay, listen to these ideas that I cling to until I just couldn't bear the pain anymore. I clinged to the belief in betrayal. This is something I wanted to hold on to so much. I wanted to believe so much that these certain people had betrayed me, that I had to get to where I couldn't even bear the pain anymore before I just let go of the belief entirely in betrayal and realize that there's nothing here, but the free Son of God. And if the free Son of God is perfectly free, there can be no expectations on him. And if there can be no expectations, then, he can't betray. He can't betray. Because in order to betray, there has to be an expectation that he's required to follow. I mean, freedom cannot betray. Freedom can only be free. But I had to really suffer with a belief in a betrayal before I finally let go of the belief in betrayal. I loved that idea. Listen to how, this is why Jesus says we're insane. Listen to how insane that is. Here's another one that I just held on to and held on to and held on to. The belief in rejection. The belief in rejection. We can't be rejected. Nobody ever rejects us, even when it looks like rejection in form. It's really just another brother believing ideas in his own head and following out that script based on what he's believing. It's not a true rejection. There's no such thing as rejection. There's only acting out of ideas you believe in, and it's not the same thing. There is no such thing as rejection. But my God, and rejection, that doesn't even sound like a fun idea. Why would I want to hold on to it? But my God, I clung to it until I was in so much pain that I had to let go of it. Another idea, the idea that I could be used. Used, and I want to say used and abused. Like just somebody just totally using me. Not caring about me at all, not giving me anything, just sucking everything they can out of me. It's another real attractive idea that I clung to. Until Holy Spirit corrected that idea by getting into my heart when I was finally ready. Again, I had to go through a lot of pain. But Holy Spirit got in my heart and reminded me that what I want in this lifetime above all else is to be used by Him. And that the hand that is guiding me and that the one that is using me is Him for the benefit of all. And as soon as I saw that, the exact same situation that was causing me pain was pure joy. But what is so funny is if we look at these ideas, we're not looking at attractive ideas. We're not looking at anything that it makes sense to want to cling to. Why would I want to cling to the belief in rejection, the belief in being used and abused, the belief in betrayal? Why would I want to cling to these ideas? But these are the ones that I had to be pushed to the brink of my pain threshold before I finally let go. So pain is a great, great gift, but if we're, I'm going to say smart enough, maybe we don't have to go that far. Maybe we can just start seeing these ideas are false and letting go of them, before we have to suffer quite so much. But if we do have to suffer quite so much, that's okay too. All that really matters in the end is that we find these ideas in our mind that have no truth to them whatsoever and see honestly. Again, we're not talking bliss nanny, pretending like, I don't believe in rejection when I do. We're talking about really seeing that these ideas have no validity. There's no truth to them. They're absolutely false. Truly seeing that and then letting them go. And when we do, then we can't be hurt by even the same seeming actions in the world anymore. It reminds me of in the Course when it says something about, Judas didn't betray Jesus because Jesus didn't believe in betrayal. When I first read that, I didn't get it at all, because at that point I still totally believed in betrayal. And I thought, what do you mean he just doesn't believe in it? Like betrayal was some reality. And, what kind of a fool was Jesus just not to believe in it, to not believe in reality? But I'm the one that was wrong. I was very, very, very wrong. There is no truth to betrayal, and I see that now. There is no truth to betrayal. It is impossible. Betrayal is merely a setup in the mind. Betrayal is merely a setup in the mind. And when we get that, really get that, then we cannot be betrayed. Just like Jesus could not be betrayed. So, this path that we're on is a great, great gift because it truly is the path of freedom. But the one that sets us free is really me. Or us. For you, it's you. I can't set you free. I would if I could, because I love you. If I could, reach into your mind and take out all of the false ideas, I would. But this is where we each have to accept the atonement for ourselves. But of course we help each other by doing it for ourselves because we share one mind. But we have to really want it. Like the Course says, it's one thing or it's really nothing to say I want the peace of God. But of course it's something else to mean it. It's everything to mean it. And to mean that I want the peace of God means that I am willing to accept that anything that causes me pain, whether that's great pain or mild annoyance, anything that causes me pain is an error in my mind 100% of the time. There's never an exception. And if we're willing to accept that and then just ask the Holy Spirit to help us see what we aren't seeing, we will uncover these mistaken treasures. I say mistaken treasures because we do, for some crazy reason, seem to value them. We will uncover these mistaken treasures and see that they're not what we want, and we will let go of them. But we have to accept the responsibility ourselves, and we can't do it by continually putting the guilt out there. I know this is common Course talk, but I also know that Course talk and practice aren't the same thing. And it's not Course talk that gets us there. It's actually practicing it for real in our own life. This is what wakes us up. This is what brings us joy. And this is what teaches us how much we already do love each other. The love's already there. It's already there. We can't help but love each other. We were created to love. But if we aren't seeing it, it's just because it's covered up with all of these other false ideas. But we really don't have to worry that we don't love our brother. That's impossible. That's impossible. We can't help but be in love. So, I think I'm done. It was